Hi, it's Gene, retired in Mexico, and we ask one question on this channel, which is, do they write them and do they sing them like they used to? A lot of people old and young think the old music is better, but I'm not so sure. And today we're going to continue exploring this question, which we do one video and or song at a time, by hitting up Vampire Weekend. I almost forgot the name of the band, but this is Master Monday. Welcome to Master Monday. And so what we do here on Master Monday is I get to pick a song. You know, I am making a case for the 21st century and how good music is today. This is a live performance that I've not seen. So I know the song. I know the song very well. Oxford, comma, by Vampire Weekend. It was from their debut album. And boy, when that hit, that was really a fun album. And the way this New England, I think they're from New England, the way they incorporated some of these South African rhythms, where that came from, I'll never know. But here they are on Jules Holland, and I don't think this is going to get blocked. I believe I've done Jules Holland before. So let's go ahead. I probably will stop it once just to be safe. But here's a live performance of Oxford, comma, and then we'll do a deep dive into the lyrics. So the song is a few years old, but I remember when it came out. It was just awesome. Here we go. That keyboard riff.
Why would you speak to me that way? Especially when I always said that I haven't got the words for you. All your diction dripping with disdain through the pain.
Have you noticed his diction? I can understand. I mean, I do know the words, but I can understand every single word he's singing. Man, he is crisp, and he's right on pitch. So let's keep going. This is a short song, only 3 minutes. So
I always tell the truth. Who gives a fuck about an Oxford comma? I climbed to Dharamsala too. I did. I met the Lama. His accent sounded fine to me. To me. Check your handbook. It's no trick. Take the chapstick, put it on your lips, crack a smile, adjust my tie. Know your boyfriend, unlike other guys. Why would you lie about how much coal you have? Why would you lie about
picking up the tempo.
Why would you lie about anything at all? First the window, then it's to the wall. Little John, he always tells the truth.
Oh. See, that guitar is so African. You just don't expect that from a guy dressed all preppy like this. Such a unique guitar style for this type of a band.
Check your passport, it's no trick. Take the chapstick, put it on your lips, crack a smile, adjust my tie. Know your butler, unlike other guys. Why would you lie about how much coal you have? Why would you lie about something dumb like that? Why would you lie about anything at all? First the window, then it's to the wall. Why would you take my conversations? Show your papers at the United Nations. Little John, he always
The harmonies really build that song up nicely. Wow. Nice and short. Just love that song. Let's bring up those lyrics. And I didn't know if they would censor this. So what's an Oxford comma, you ask? Maybe you know, maybe you don't know, but it's when you've got a series of ideas in a sentence, do you put do you put a comma before the and? I mean, it's such a nerdy thing to sing about, right? So I love it. And I was married to a high school English teacher, and she hated Oxford commas. Hated them, And you think like, well, how could you get so emotional about punctuation? But yeah, I think of that. She loved this song, and I loved it. We used to laugh so hard about it. Who gives a fuck about an Oxford comma? That's what I say, you know. I've seen those English dramas too. They're cruel. So if there's any way to spell the word, it's fine with me, with me. Let's see what it says here. Do a little annotation. One of the few times Vampire Weekend curse. It works to strengthen the contrast between the narrator's self-styled simple common speech and his antagonist's haughty upper-class effect. Koenig, who didn't know what an Oxford comma was before writing the song, oh, that's interesting, has said that pretension has no class boundaries. Yeah, I would say that's true. The Oxford comma is the comma that precedes the conjunction before the final item in a list of 3 or more items. The Oxford comma is so called because it has traditionally been used by editors and printers at Oxford University Press, though New Englanders may favor the term Harvard comma. Are we talking about competition over punctuation? The convention is also followed by Harvard University Press. Throughout the U.S., the mark is also commonly called the serial comma. And then they go into a little more detail here. Let's see. I've seen those English dramas. Jane Eyre, Jude the Obscure. They're cruel. Upstairs, downstairs, English dramas are all about socioeconomic class. Okay, so that's interesting. So he's continuing the theme of class. Yeah, let's see here. So if there's any other way to spell the word, seemingly referring to spelling differences between British and American English. Example, favorite color. Oh, and Koenig. I say Koenig the German way. I'm not sure how he pronounces his name. Also a more general rejection of linguistic prescriptivism or snobbery. Immediately prior to the formation of Vampire Weekend, Rostam Batmanlij was the summer intern to the North American editor at the Oxford English Dictionary. So why would you speak to me that way, especially when I always said that I haven't got the words for you? All your diction dripping with disdain through the pain, I always tell the truth. There's a lot of annotation on here. So not only is this alliterative, diction dripping with disdain, that's alliteration. It breaks up, and you know what? I'm an English major, so this is funny to me. Diction dripping with disdain. Yeah, that's alliteration. It breaks up the guttural Anglo-Saxon diction with Latinate phrasing. Ivy League English professors often criticize the latter as pretentious and awkward. Basically a fancy way of saying you talk down to me. There's also a little tongue-in-cheek humor with the way he pronounces drippin' here as opposed to dripping. I did not notice that, so that's an interesting annotation. So while he's criticizing his adversary's diction, he's not using formal diction. That's really interesting. Who gives a fuck about an Oxford comma? I climbed to Dharamsala 2, I did. I met the highest Lama. His accent sounded fine to me. The song's even funnier reading the lyrics. Sounds like an underminer promoting his myriad feats as if it were Sir Edmund Hillary, who climbed Mount Everest, and also is featured on the $5 New Zealand note. Okay. Uh, Lord Elgin, the former Viceroy of India, is buried in Dharamsala, a city in northern India. It has been the home of the Tibetan government in exile and the Dalai Lama since they were forced to flee the Chinese occupation of Tibet in 1959. This verse may also imply that true value comes from life experience, spirituality, etc., as opposed to speaking or acting the quote-unquote right way. Pre-chorus, take your handbook, it's no trick. Take the chapstick, put it on your lips, crack a smile, adjust my tie, know your boyfriend unlike the other guys. Let's see here. Style manual, oh my lord. Is the Paramount Reference Guide for thriving writers, graduates, and scholars. It's often cited to affirm proper etiquette in writing. The handbook. Yeah, okay. The wordplay in these lines is vintage. Vampy Weeks. Ezra tializes. Wow, that's never used that word before. Tializes the normal idiom here. But crack is also what will happen to your lips if you don't use chapstick. It will quite literally make your smile crack. So take the chapstick, put it on your lips, crack a smile. So that is a nice pun. Adjust my tie. Know your boyfriend unlike other guys. Why would you lie about how much coal you have? Why would you lie about something dumb like that? Why would you lie about anything at all? First the window, then it's to the wall. Little John, he always tells the truth. Little John, that sounds familiar. Upper class, describing truth eludes. Yeah, I'm reading this, I'm not following this. Check your passport, it's no trick. Take the chapstick, put it on your lips, crack a smile, adjust my tie, know your butler, unlike other guys. So instead of boyfriend, now we're saying butler. Well, okay, and then he repeats part of this, but then he has some new lyrics. First the window, then it's the wall. Why would you tape my conversations? Show your paintings of the United Nations. Little John, he always tells the truth. I hear my cat in the background. Sorry about that. He was being perfect till right at the end of this video, so maybe that's a hint to wrap it up. He's hungry, I guess, and but I just love this song and some nice humor about proper language and class and all this type of thing. You'd almost think they were English, because we don't think about class quite as much in the United States. But class actually, well, I won't get into a conversation about that, but class does exist here in Mexico. It's just it's different in different parts of the world. But all of it, of course, whether it's class or something else, it's what the millennials used to call the us and them bullshit. And I always liked that phrase. I borrowed that, if I may borrow that. Us and them. Yeah, there always has to be an us and them. But these guys do it with humor. They do it with that awesome guitar solo. Big fan of Vampire Weekend. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I'm going to feed my cat, my El Gato. And then we'll catch you. So I'm trying to do some videos ahead here because my computer will be in the shop and I'll be unable to record for about 3 days. So that's why I'm putting these up ahead. And as we say here in Mexico, buen dia.